All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm here on the second trench job. Trench is all done. Drain's all hooked up. Matter of fact, we're getting rain right now, which is nice. But this pool's a little fucking low. So, but sorry about that, guys. I got a little distracted. Let's check on my buddy's pool. So trenching's all done. Low spot's all done. I packed it all in real good. I ran my small machine plow. It's just a tractor with the plow on it. But I ran that over everything, packed it all down. Drain works great. Everything's moving as it should. This is all cleaned up. A lot of this dirt here is all from filling in low spots. We'll take a walk over to the first one, which is a French drain. This is not a French drain. This is just a buried underground drainage pipe. That's all it is. It's for his sump pump. So this one doesn't collect water. I'm actually walking the line right now to make sure there's no soft spots. The dog fence, that's all rehooked up and all got heat shrink and everything around it, so it's all nice and waterproof. Drain's all done here. Pop the cap off for you guys. Show you guys what it looks like on the inside. A little dirt falls in, but the flow that this system has, I'm not worried. There is about 1.5 inches below the pipe that's in the bottom of this thing, so it's not like water is building up in the pipe. Everything moves properly. It's all name brand products, all NDS and ADS product. Here's the ground all graded out. A little bit of dirt left there. Repitched all the soil to the house here. There's a gutter drain installed here. I do put screws in to hold the stuff in place, so there's a screw right there. And I usually, it should be on the, where did I put that one? Oh, it's on the other guy's drain. No, I'm sorry. Take that back. Usually I'll put a screw in right here just to hold these two together so it doesn't move around, but I sealed this up real nice and tight, so there's really no gap there. I hate the fact that they put the goddamn stickers on the outsides of these parts. I didn't have my bag of them. The bag of parts, usually they don't have the stickers on it because the bag has a sticker and everything else is unlabeled. But the homeowner's been doing a little bit of modifying. I didn't glue this fitting in because I figured he was going to play with the system, so he's been playing with it a little bit. But as you can see, there's a screw right here. This is just to prevent this thing from coming off. He's running a way bigger sump pump right now. He's trying to actually, I think he's putting my system to a test. When that pump kicks on, it kicks on for like 10 minutes, just non-stop. So, but other than that, everything's working great. I'll take a walk over to the neighbor's yard. His grass is taking off wonderful now. He's still bitching about how he wishes the grass would come in thicker, but I told him, I was like, gotta give it some time, buds. So, his drain, he's got a way bigger drain box here. His sump pump clicks on a lot more. But as you can see, the grass is coming in. I did seed the snot out of this. We have been watering it. That's his mess. This is me. As you can see, the quality is way better. The landscapers they're madmen, and women. So, but yeah, all this trenching's all done. Take a walk over to the drain boxes. There's a pit underground over here. There's another drain box right here. I'll show you guys. It's moving as it should, as you can see. Really clean. The system's been in here for about 30 days or so. No, actually it's about 50 days. This system's been in here. So, and that little dirt right there is just from the stuff that's been falling through the drain lid here, and just doesn't get washed out. But there's one drain right there. There's another one here. Landscaper fucking caught it and ripped it out of the ground. So I have to I'm gonna put a big landscape stake through the side of it to hold this in place. But other than that, I mean, you can kind of see there's water movement. Everything's moving clearly. Everything's moving as it should. System works great. As you can see, all the grass is starting to come in. This is really low right there, so that way it'd catch all the water. There's another catch basin right here, but this one's just to catch all the ground saturation. The yard would flood real bad. I mean, here was a swamp. You couldn't walk, you couldn't do nothing over there. My machine got stuck 4 or 5 times over there. It was just a disaster. So now it's all dry. Right here is a catch basin to catch any of the water that comes down the yard to prevent any swamping madness to going on. This is all a French drain system, so it is absorbing the water. So it is catching all the yard water and bringing it to the catch basins, and then the catch basins are dumping it out to the back of the yard to a daylight drain. The neighbors doesn't go to a daylight drain. The neighbors actually goes to the sewer, to the storm sewer. So, but yeah, I don't know if this system's kicked on yet. Should be kicking on soon. But other than that, I mean, this is what it looks like after I'm done. If the ground is dry, if the ground is really wet, it turns out to being kind of more like that property over there. It's just a mess. Here, we do wash off the driveway 90% of the time, but there are some occasions where some homeowners actually say, hey, don't worry about it. The rain will wash it away. Here's my cut across the walkway. The brick line lines up real nice here, but because I knocked all the sand out of them, the line got a little narrower here. So yeah, there's a little bit of gapping going on there, but this is because this line's falling off. So, but yeah, they're all nice and smooth. Everything's all nice and solid. System works great. I went ahead and raised the ground here by quite a bit, so that way we could get the water to move over to that drain and get off the property. Other than that, everything else is going good. I mean, one thing I could say, guys, is quality is at its utmost prime. Good tools. I know that's a Harbor Freight mallet, but I go through so many of them that those are worth it. But good garden tools, good equipment. It pays off in the long run. I mean, all I run are DeWalt power tools. I have almost every power tool that they have. I take care of my trucks. I put nothing but high-end equipment on everything, LEDs. But other than that, I mean, you got to take pride in what you do, and you got to take pride in what you enjoy, and life will actually turn out to being the greatest for you. But other than that, take a quick peek at the driveway that we just did. Went ahead and filled in a lot of the cracks and voids in the driveway. We did all of these. They don't look as good in the camera as they do in person. And then over here, I did a patch for him. Just an inexpensive patch, but this was really low right here. It was really bad. The seal coat guys did this. They apparently started fucking shoveling at it. But I did this patch for him. It's nice and rock solid. It's not going to come up. It's been torched in place, so it's not going anywhere. All this cracking is because it hasn't had a chance to settle, and they put way too much tar here, so it just broke apart. So, but other than that, I mean, it's not a bad patch. I mean, I don't do asphalt for a living, but it's a little coarse in some spots just because of all the cracking that's going on. But I throw down sand to fill in most of the voids. It looks like they blew out way too much of it. The sand usually will melt in with the tar. So, but that's a patch I did. I did all the landscape on this property. Did all the trees and everything. That tree's got a lot of sap drops, so it kills the grass. So, but I did all the landscapes here. Did some of the landscape pit here at the neighbors. We cut the tree that's way down there. We cut that one down. That was a pretty big ash tree. Used my chipper to get rid of most of it, and then I put all the logs here so I could let the neighborhood, if they want free firewood, take it. Apparently this neighborhood's really respectful. They don't take anything without permission, so I have to go over there and put a sign on the pile that says free, and I guarantee that pile will disappear. But other than that, this is another aftermath of one of my job sites. I take pride in cleaning up and making sure everything is back to normal. The mulch, they didn't care if it was dirt or mulch. They were going to address that themselves. Same up here. So they just wanted it to be the drainage to work properly. That black pipe that the homeowner ran outside that's running into my new drain, he's gonna have me come back out and run that through the actual house and dump it out the side there. So we'll have two drains right here. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up taking this one out right here and putting a 3-inch in, and then putting a T fitting in, or a Y, and dumping two inches into the 3-inch. I might do 3.5. I don't know. We'll see what it comes down to. This is 2-inch right here, and this 2-inch will hold 2 sump pumps with no problem. But if they both kick on at the same time, I don't know. So I definitely know 3-inch will definitely hold the capacity of that, because this is 4-inch right here. As you can actually, this is 3. Yeah, see, this is 3-inch. 3-inch will be more than sufficient. This is inch and a half. This is 2-inch. This is 1 3/4 inch coupler. I didn't have any more elbows, 1.5 inches or 1 3/4 inch. So I just put this on here with the reducer on, with the coupler on here. So again, what I'll be doing is I'll rip this out. So it'll be 3 4-inch pipes. 3-inch pipes coming out of this wall here. One will be for a drain. These 2 are for the furnace and all the exhaust for the furnace system. So heating and air, blah blah blah. But I'm dealing with the drainage. So what I'll be doing is I'll remove this. I'll put a 3-inch in here. And then I'll have a dump in there for both sump pumps to dump into this 3-inch, and it'll down feed and then dump out here, and then we'll be able to eliminate this pipe right here. This pipe right here is gonna freeze in the wintertime because it's got to up travel. So with this feed here, I had this one here on an angle. I dump everything on an angle. The perk about doing an angle is the fact that the pipe will never freeze. You'll never get water that backs up, and if you ever do have the system fail, the gargle over it'll allow it to flood over the side here and not want to sit here and try to make the pumps work harder. So it'll just push off the sides naturally. So, but other than that, there's a couple more job sites I got going on, fencing and stuff like that. So stay tuned. hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I just want to give a holler out to Chuck at Apple Drains. I love the work that he does. I had a friend of mine that lives in Florida that actually had him do some work on his house, and the guy did great work. And I do follow a lot of his work. I do learn things from him and take advice from the guy. So another shout out to Apple Drains. If you guys want to check his channel out, it's Apple Drains. His name's Chuck. The guy's great. It explains a lot about the drain systems and everything. Me, I don't really explain that much. I know it all. It's just the fact that it's waste of my time to go ahead and just explain every detail. For him, he seems to be able to jump right to the punch. Me, I like to describe and explain exactly the processes and what the method to the madness is. So again, all right guys, stay tuned, there's more to come. We got some fencing jobs, we got a gazebo, we got some brick patio repair. There's a ton of jobs. We got a fire pit that we're going to be doing here. We're going to be rebuilding. So stay tuned. See you guys in the next one.